Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you today that the words you speak shape the life you live. Too many people wake up every morning and declare defeat before the day even begins. They say, I'm tired, I'm unlucky, nothing ever works out for me. But I came to tell you, it's time to change that story. See, the words you repeat become the reality you experience. That's why I want you to start saying this 100 times every day. Words of faith, strength, and victory. Because when you align your words with God's promises, doors start to open, opportunities find you, and favor follows you wherever you go. The words we speak have a direct impact on our lives. Many people don't realize that the language they use daily is shaping their reality, determining the outcomes they experience. Every word carries energy, either lifting us up or pulling us down. When you constantly speak negatively about yourself, your future, or your circumstances, you are reinforcing those limitations. You may not see the effects immediately, but over time, those words create patterns in your subconscious mind, influencing your thoughts, emotions, and actions. People often say things like, I'm not good enough. I'll never be successful, or things never work out for me. These words may seem harmless in the moment, but they act as seeds planted deep in the soil of the mind. Just like a seed grows into a tree, these negative affirmations grow into a mindset of doubt, fear, and defeat. You start believing that success is out of reach, that happiness is for others but not for you. Without realizing it, your own words are building walls that keep you from reaching your full potential. On the other hand, when you intentionally choose to speak words of faith, strength, and possibility, you shift your reality. Instead of reinforcing what's wrong, you start declaring what is possible. Saying, I am capable, I am strong, I am blessed, over and over again creates a new foundation in your mind. It doesn't mean you deny the challenges or struggles you face, but rather that you refuse to let those challenges define you. You acknowledge the obstacles, but declare that you are more than able to overcome them. There is incredible power in repetition. Your mind is constantly listening to what you say. The more you hear something, the more your brain accepts it as truth. Think about a song you've heard repeatedly on the radio. Even if you didn't like it at first, after hearing it over and over, you find yourself singing along. That's because your brain has been conditioned through repetition. The same principle applies to the words you speak about yourself. When you speak affirmations consistently, you rewire your mind to believe in possibilities rather than limitations. Many successful people understand this principle, whether consciously or not. They speak positively about their goals, their future, and their abilities. They don't allow negativity to take root in their speech because they know that words carry weight. Even when facing difficulties, they declare, I will find a way. This challenge is making me stronger. Something good is coming out of this. These statements don't just make them feel better in the moment. They shape the actions they take and the energy they bring into their daily lives. The key is to be intentional with your words. It's not enough to say something positive once and expect immediate results. Just like exercising once won't make you strong, speaking powerfully once won't transform your mindset. It has to become a daily habit, something you commit to doing consistently. The words you speak today will determine the opportunities you see tomorrow. If you wake up saying today is going to be a great day, your mind will start looking for reasons to prove that statement true. If you say nothing ever goes my way, your mind will focus on everything that goes wrong, reinforcing a negative cycle. Think about the way you talk about yourself and your life. Are you speaking victory or are you speaking defeat? Are your words building you up or are they tearing you down? Many people have been conditioned to think and speak negatively because of their past experiences. But the good news is that you can reprogram your mind by changing your words. It starts with small intentional shifts, choosing to replace doubt with confidence, fear with faith, and negativity with hope. There will be times when it feels unnatural. At first, saying positive affirmations might feel strange, especially if your current reality doesn't match the words you're speaking. But just like training a muscle, the more you practice, the stronger it gets. Over time, your mind will begin to accept these new beliefs, and you'll notice a shift in the way you think, act, and respond to challenges. Even science supports this truth. Studies in neuroscience have shown that the brain forms neural pathways based on repeated thoughts and words. When you continuously affirm something, you strengthen those neural connections, making it easier for your brain to operate from that belief system. This is why people who consistently say, "I can't," find it hard to step out of their comfort zones, while those who say, "I can," develop resilience and confidence. Words are not just sounds, they carry creative power. They shape the lens through which you see the world. The difference between someone who thrives and someone who struggles is often in their daily declarations. It's not just about motivation, it's about conditioning your mind to expect success, to look for opportunities, and to remain strong in the face of difficulties. Every word you speak is like planting a seed. If you plant seeds of doubt and fear, you will grow a harvest of insecurity and limitations. But if you plant seeds of faith, confidence, and determination, you will see a harvest of strength, success, and breakthroughs. Repetition is one of the most powerful tools for shaping belief. The more you hear something, the more it becomes ingrained in your mind. Every thought, every statement you repeat is reinforcing a pattern in your brain. This is why people who constantly tell themselves they are not good enough, not talented enough, or not worthy enough eventually start believing it, even if it's not true. Their minds have been conditioned to accept those words as reality simply because they've heard them so often. The brain learns through repetition. It doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. It simply takes in what you feed it. If you repeatedly say, "I'm unlucky, I always fail, nothing works out for me," your brain will start looking for evidence to confirm those statements. Even if good things happen, your mind will overlook them and focus on the negatives because that's what it has been trained to do. The subconscious mind absorbs repeated statements like a sponge, and over time, those statements turn into deeply held beliefs. When you start repeating powerful, positive affirmations, you begin the process of rewiring your subconscious. Instead of reinforcing doubt, you are now reinforcing faith. Instead of strengthening fear, you are strengthening confidence. At first, it may feel strange to say things like, "I am strong," "I am successful," or "I am blessed," when your circumstances don't reflect it. But just like hearing a song multiple times makes it familiar, speaking words of belief over and over makes them feel more natural. The more you say them, the more your mind begins to accept it. Think about children learning to walk. They don't get it right the first time. They fall, stumble, struggle, but they keep trying. They don't tell themselves, "I can't walk," because that belief hasn't been planted in their minds yet. Instead, through repetition, they gain confidence. They see others walking, they try again and again, and eventually their belief in their ability to walk becomes stronger than the fear of falling. The same principle applies to your own mind. When you continuously repeat statements of power and strength, you start believing in your own ability to overcome obstacles. Successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders understand this concept. They don't just wake up believing they will succeed. They train their minds through repetition. They speak success into existence long before they see it. They tell themselves, "I am capable, I am disciplined, I am unstoppable." Over time, these words shape their identity. They take actions that align with those beliefs because they have repeated them so many times that they no longer question them. The words you repeat daily become the foundation of your mindset. If you wake up and say, "I am excited for today," your brain starts looking for reasons to confirm that statement. If you say, "This is going to be a terrible day," your brain will focus on everything that goes wrong. Repetition strengthens whatever message you choose to believe. That's why it's crucial to be intentional about the words you say. You can either program your mind for success or allow negativity to take over. Many people have spent years reinforcing self-doubt without even realizing it. They have repeated negative thoughts so often that they now believe them without question. But just as a negative belief was built through repetition, a positive belief can be built the same way. It takes effort to break old patterns, but by consistently choosing words of strength and victory, you begin to rewrite the script of your life. Even science supports this. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that neural pathways in the brain are formed and strengthened by repeated thoughts and actions. When you repeatedly affirm something, you are literally changing the structure of your brain. This is why affirmations work, not because they magically change your circumstances overnight, but because they reshape your mental framework, influencing how you perceive and respond to the world around you. If you tell yourself every day, "I am confident," eventually your mind will accept it as truth. If you say, "I attract opportunities," you will start noticing doors opening that you once overlooked. Your brain becomes wired to seek out and create the reality you have been declaring. This is why people who speak with faith and expectation often experience breakthroughs. They have trained their minds to expect success instead of failure. There is power in repetition, and what you tell yourself daily determines how you see yourself and the world. When you repeat something 100 times a day, you are not just saying words. You are programming your mind. You are replacing doubt with certainty, fear with faith, and limitations with possibility. The mind is like a garden constantly absorbing what is planted in it. Every thought, every word, and every belief is a seed that will eventually grow and produce fruit. If you plant seeds of confidence, strength, and success, you will see a harvest of those things in your life. But if you allow seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity to take root, they will grow just as surely. The words you speak daily are the water that nourishes these seeds, determining what flourishes in your mind and ultimately in your reality. Most people go through life unaware of the power of their own words. They speak without thinking, not realizing that every word is reinforcing a belief, shaping their self-image and directing their future. When you say things like, "I'm always unlucky," "Nothing ever works out for me," or "I'm just not good at that," you are reinforcing a negative belief system. Your subconscious mind, which does not distinguish between what is helpful or harmful, simply accepts whatever you tell it. Over time, these words form the foundation of your self-perception, influencing how you act, how you respond to challenges, and what you believe is possible for your life. On the other hand, when you intentionally plant positive words in your mind, you start to shift your reality. Words like "I am capable," "I am strong," and "I attract success" are not just feel-good statements, they are instructions to your subconscious mind. When repeated often enough, they become deeply rooted beliefs, guiding your actions and shaping your experiences. The way you see yourself determines the way you move through life. If you believe you are worthy, you will act in ways that reinforce that worth. If you believe you are destined for success, you will seek out opportunities that align with that belief. People who understand this truth use it to their advantage. They don't allow negative words to take root in their minds. Even when facing difficulties, they guard their speech, choosing to speak in alignment with the future they desire rather than the challenges they currently face. They understand that every word is a form of programming, setting the tone for what they will experience. Instead of saying, "I'll never figure this out," they say, "I'm learning and growing every day." Instead of saying, "I don't have what it takes," they say, "I have everything I need to succeed." This shift in language creates a shift in mindset, which then leads to a shift in results. One of the most powerful ways to reprogram your mind is through repetition. Just as muscles grow stronger through repeated exercise, beliefs grow stronger through repeated affirmations. Saying something once may not make an immediate difference, but saying it hundreds of times a day begins to create a new internal reality. The brain is wired to adapt to what it hears most frequently. That's why people who constantly say, "I'm always tired," feel exhausted, while those who say, "I'm full of energy," begin to experience a boost in their vitality. The mind listens, absorbs, and responds. The challenge is that most people have spent years, even decades, reinforcing negative beliefs without realizing it. Their internal dialogue has been shaped by past experiences, criticism from others, and societal conditioning. But just as a garden full of weeds can be transformed into a garden full of flowers, a mind full of doubt can be transformed into a mind full of faith and confidence. It requires consistent effort, but the results are undeniable. Every time you speak words of strength and success, you are watering the right seeds. Every time you choose to affirm your potential instead of your limitations, you are creating a new future for yourself. It's not about denying reality, it's about creating a new reality. You may not feel confident yet, but by repeatedly declaring, "I am confident," you train your mind to adopt that identity. You may not see success yet, but by consistently affirming success is coming my way, you condition your brain to seek out and attract opportunities that align with that belief. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of your daily self-talk. If you wouldn't want a negative belief to come true, don't speak it into existence. Instead of talking about your fears, talk about your faith. Instead of reinforcing limitations, reinforce possibilities. Instead of complaining about what's wrong, declare what is going right. The more you focus on the positive, the more the positive expands. The more you speak victory, the more victory becomes a part of your reality. Your words are shaping your future. Every affirmation is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Every declaration is a step toward becoming the person you were meant to be. The key is consistency. Saying something once won't make a difference, but saying it daily, repeatedly, with conviction will transform your mindset and ultimately your life. Faith and expectation are powerful forces that shape the outcomes in your life. What you expect, you attract. What you believe in, you move toward. Your mindset acts as a magnet, drawing in experiences, opportunities, and circumstances that align with your dominant thoughts. If you wake up every day expecting difficulties, setbacks, and disappointment, your mind will focus on those things and find reasons to confirm them. But when you wake up with a mindset of faith, expecting blessings, favor, and breakthroughs, you shift your entire perspective and begin to see those things manifest in your life. Faith is more than just a feeling, it is a choice. It is the decision to believe in possibilities even when they are not yet visible. It is the ability to trust that something greater is at work, even when circumstances seem uncertain. Faith requires you to speak words of confidence before you see results. It requires you to act as if what you desire is already on its way, even when there is no physical evidence yet. This is not about wishful thinking. It is about aligning your words, actions, and mindset with the future you want to create. Expectation is the fuel that strengthens faith. When you expect something to happen, you prepare for it. If you expect success, you will take actions that lead to success. If you expect failure, you will subconsciously make choices that confirm that belief. This is why people who constantly say, "Things never work out for me," often find themselves in repeated cycles of struggle. They have conditioned their minds to anticipate difficulties, and as a result, they unintentionally make decisions that reinforce those difficulties. On the other hand, those who expect good things, even in challenging situations, tend to find solutions, attract opportunities, and experience breakthroughs more often. Your words play a crucial role in shaping your expectations. When you repeatedly affirm statements like, "Good things are coming my way," "I am highly favored," or "Doors of opportunity are opening for me," you are programming your mind to look for those things. Even if the circumstances don't immediately reflect those words, your mind begins to shift its focus. Instead of dwelling on obstacles, it starts noticing opportunities. Instead of being overwhelmed by difficulties, it starts seeking solutions. The more you repeat positive affirmations, the more they become deeply rooted in your subconscious, influencing your expectations and ultimately shaping your reality. Faith and expectation are not just about passive hope, they require action. When you truly expect something, you prepare for it. If you believe that success is coming, you start developing the skills and habits necessary to handle success. If you believe that financial abundance is on the way, you begin making wise financial decisions in anticipation of that blessing. If you believe that your health is improving, you take steps to care for your body as if you are already strong and energetic. Your actions must align with your beliefs because faith without action is incomplete. One of the biggest obstacles to maintaining faith and expectation is doubt. Doubt creeps in when circumstances don't seem to align with what you are believing for. It whispers that you are wasting your time, that things will never change, that you should lower your expectations to avoid disappointment. But doubt is a liar. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen. Just because the breakthrough hasn't arrived doesn't mean it's not on its way. The key is to remain steadfast, to continue speaking words of faith, and to keep expecting the best, even when you don't see immediate results. Many people give up too soon because they allow temporary setbacks to shake their faith. They start strong, speaking positive affirmations, believing for great things, but the moment they face resistance, they stop. They let discouragement take over and revert back to old patterns of doubt and negativity. But those who persist, those who keep declaring victory, even in the face of challenges, are the ones who eventually see transformation. Faith is not about seeing immediate results. It's about trusting the process and staying committed to the vision even when it feels like nothing is happening. There is a principle in life that what you focus on expands. When you focus on your fears, they grow bigger. When you focus on your faith, it strengthens. This is why it is so important to consistently feed your mind with positive, faith-filled words. The more you speak words of hope, the more hope fills your heart. The more you declare success, the more successful you become. The more you affirm that you are capable, strong, and blessed, the more your mind begins to accept those truths and shape your actions accordingly. Faith and expectation are habits that must be developed daily. Just like a muscle, they grow stronger with consistent use. The more you exercise them, the more natural they become. Over time, what once felt like forced optimism turns into a deep, unshakable belief in your ability to overcome, to achieve, and to thrive. Your life will always rise to the level of your expectations. When you expect the best, you position yourself to receive the best. The words you speak hold incredible power. Every sentence you utter is like planting a seed in the garden of your life. Some people go through their days speaking words of doubt, fear, and negativity without realizing that they are creating the very obstacles they wish to avoid. They say things like, "Nothing ever works out for me," "I always have bad luck," or "I'm not good enough." And then they wonder why their lives reflect those very statements. The truth is, your words shape your reality. What you consistently declare over yourself, whether positive or negative, has a direct impact on your mindset, actions, and experiences. When you speak life over yourself, you activate a shift in your thinking. Instead of reinforcing limiting beliefs, you begin to program your mind for success, confidence, and strength. Saying phrases like, "I am capable," "I am worthy," and "I attract great opportunities" trains your brain to operate from a place of self-assurance and possibility. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they sink into your subconscious, influencing your decisions, your energy, and even the way people perceive you. If you continuously speak defeat, you will live in defeat. But if you consistently speak victory, you will begin to rise above challenges and see opportunities where others see roadblocks. Your words don't just affect your mind, they also affect your emotions. When you speak uplifting, empowering words, you fuel your spirit with positivity and strength. It is hard to feel discouraged when you are constantly reminding yourself that you are strong, that you are favored, that you are walking into greater things. Many people struggle with self-doubt because they have internalized negative words spoken over them by others. Maybe someone told them they would never succeed, that they weren't smart enough, or that they didn't have what it takes. Over time, those words became a part of their identity. But the good news is that you have the power to rewrite your story. By intentionally speaking words of encouragement and affirmation, you can break free from limiting beliefs and step into a new level of confidence and self-worth. Speaking the right words doesn't mean ignoring reality. It doesn't mean pretending that problems don't exist. Instead, it means choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems, on possibilities rather than limitations. When you face a challenge, instead of saying, "I can't handle this," say, "I will find a way." Instead of saying, "I always fail," say, "Every setback is a lesson that makes me stronger." This shift in language rewires your mind to seek opportunities, resilience, and strength instead of settling for defeat. There is a reason why successful people, athletes, and leaders use positive affirmations. They understand that what they say to themselves matters. A champion does not step onto the field saying, "I hope I win." They step in saying, "I am prepared, I am strong, and I will succeed." A business leader does not go into a negotiation saying, "I'll probably lose." They say, "I am confident, I bring value, and I am worthy of success." Words shape identity. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you are disciplined, you will start making choices that reflect discipline. If you tell yourself that you are unstoppable, you will push through barriers that once held you back. Many people wait for their circumstances to change before they change their words. They think, once I have more money, then I'll say I am prosperous. Once I feel more confident, then I'll say I am strong. But that's backward thinking. Your words don't follow your reality follows your words. If you want to see change, you must start speaking it before you see it. If you want more success, start declaring, "I am attracting success in every area of my life." If you want better relationships, start saying, "I am surrounded by supportive, uplifting people." When you begin to align your words with the life you desire, you set in motion a transformation that begins within and eventually manifests in your external world. The way you speak about yourself also impacts how others treat you. If you constantly put yourself down, make self-deprecating jokes, or minimize your value, people will pick up on that energy and treat you accordingly. But when you carry yourself with confidence, when you affirm your worth, and when you speak with authority about your strengths, others will respect you and respond to you differently. The energy you put out into the world through your words determines the kind of people, opportunities, and experiences you attract. It is not enough to say positive words once and expect instant results. This is a daily practice. Just as you feed your body with nutritious food, you must feed your mind and spirit with empowering words. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become ingrained in your identity. Over time, what once felt unnatural or forced will become second nature. You will wake up feeling more confident, approach challenges with a stronger mindset, and attract more opportunities simply because you have reprogrammed your internal dialogue to support the life you want to live. The mind is like a powerful engine that drives everything in your life. Whatever you program into it will dictate the direction you go. Just like a computer runs on the software installed in it, your thoughts and words act as the programming that determines your success, your confidence, and your overall well-being. The problem is, many people go through life letting negative thoughts and limiting beliefs control them without realizing they have the ability to rewrite the script. They allow doubt, fear, and past failures to dictate their mindset, and as a result, they never fully step into their potential. But the truth is, you have the power to reprogram your mind, to renew your thinking, and to take control of your life in a way that brings you strength, clarity, and confidence. Every single day, the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind are shaping your reality. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, or that success is out of reach, you are setting up barriers that keep you from moving forward. But when you shift your thinking and start filling your mind with empowering words, you break down those mental roadblocks. Your beliefs influence your actions, and your actions determine your results. If you truly want to see change, you must be intentional about what you feed your mind. Just like you wouldn't put junk fuel into a high-performance car, you can't fill your mind with negativity and expect to operate at your highest level. This is why speaking positive, affirming words over yourself every day is so important. It's not just about saying nice things. It's about reshaping your mindset to align with success and abundance. When you repeatedly tell yourself, I am strong, I am capable, and I attract success, you are training your mind to believe in those truths. The more you reinforce them, the more they become part of your identity. People who achieve great things in life don't do so by accident. They have trained their minds to think in a way that supports their goals. They have disciplined themselves to block out negative self-talk and replace it with empowering beliefs. Your subconscious mind absorbs everything you tell it, and it doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. This means that if you constantly declare positive truths about yourself, even before you see them reflected in your life, your subconscious will begin to act as if they are already true. Over time, this shifts your energy, your confidence, and your ability to take action toward your goal. Most people wait for their circumstances to change before they change their mindset, but the key to success is doing the opposite. You must first shift your mindset, and then your reality will follow. The process of reprogramming your mind requires consistency. It is not something you do once and expect immediate results. Just like going to the gym builds muscle over time, feeding your mind with positive affirmations strengthens your mental resilience. There will be moments when doubt tries to creep in, when old negative thoughts resurface, or when circumstances challenge your belief in yourself. But if you remain consistent, if you commit to speaking life over yourself every single day, you will begin to see transformation. You will start to notice a difference in how you carry yourself, in the way you handle challenges, and in the opportunities that come your way. One of the biggest obstacles to reprogramming the mind is breaking free from old patterns. Many people have been conditioned to think small, to expect failure, or to settle for less than they deserve. This conditioning may have come from childhood experiences, from people who spoke negativity over them, or from past failures that left them feeling discouraged. But the good news is that no matter how long you have been stuck in a negative mindset, you have the power to change it. You don't have to stay bound by the limitations of your past. You can make a decision today to take control of your thoughts, to take control of your words, and to take control of your future. It's also important to be mindful of the people and environments that influence your thinking. Surrounding yourself with negative, toxic individuals will only reinforce limiting beliefs and keep you stuck in a cycle of doubt and fear. But when you intentionally seek out positive influences, people who uplift you, books that inspire you, and environments that encourage growth, you create a foundation for success. The more you expose yourself to positivity, the easier it becomes to maintain a strong, confident mindset. Taking control of your mind also requires guarding your self-talk. Pay attention to the words you use when speaking about yourself. Do you say things like, I'll never be successful, I always mess things up, or I don't have what it takes? If so, it's time to replace those statements with empowering declarations. Instead of saying, I'll never be successful, say, I am on the path to success. Instead of saying, I always mess things up, Say, I learn from every experience and keep improving. These small shifts in language create a ripple effect that influences your entire mindset and ultimately shapes your reality. The journey to transforming your mind is not about perfection, it's about progress. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when challenges arise, and when old fears try to resurface, but the key is to keep moving forward, to keep speaking life over yourself, and to keep reinforcing the mindset that leads to growth, confidence, and success.